Hello, everybody, and welcome to Klensal for our next episode. Just a few announcements before we begin. So in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys where we're going to be going the next weekend. Um, for the start of next weekend's episodes. Excuse me. But the other thing too is this won't be our last episode for this area. It's just that I messed up in the recording system. So bear with me as I am just kind of trying to slightly fix that mistake. So in tomorrow's episode, it's just going to show you that we're going to Trevin, which should have been our first planet. And I goofed up, but because some missions are time sensitive and I didn't know if it was affected by like time sensitivity, I just went with the MSV Ontario first. So that was just my oopsies. Sorry. Um next weekend too is going to be a little bit hectic because that weekend um is not only the weekend before my affiliate-versary, or not affiliate-versary, sorry. That's January. I'm in May. I'm denying that it's been almost 5 years since I started live streaming. But aside from my 5th streamversary happening on the 27th, which is going to be a 12-hour long event, I have a flight that is happening that same week on Friday. So a lot of these videos are probably going to be recorded way in advance, trying to get like the rest of the months covered, aside from the shorts, which are already covered till August-ish. Because I will not have access to anything to be able to keep recording. So if schedule is slightly off the next 2 months, that is why. I wanted to make sure that like you guys are at least getting videos every weekend, and that I don't mess up like my posting schedule as much as possible. Otherwise, if I know I can't do it, I will announce a change in the community post if I can't record enough in advance. So I will try my best to keep my current schedule, but there may be a slight schedule change while I'm on vacation. And finally, there was no Slayers Guild for Adventuring episodes today, but there was one yesterday for the Friday group. They are not meeting this week, so next week we'll have one for the Saturday group too. And yeah, so with that said, I am first going to say, because I've been recording these episodes back to back, we just finished Trevin. We're going to save over the Normandy, because that's just a safe bet as always. Next, before we get really started in our video, there is no music sounds. If you hear them, it's a sound effect and or cinematic scene, which I can't control much of. So with that said, today we are going to be finishing technically, although for you guys it won't be finished. We are going to be finishing the Hades Gamma Cluster with this, but remember, there is a mission, a very time sensitive mission in Farinata, so make sure you watch that tomorrow. But we're gonna go to Klensal and we're gonna land there. We're gonna try to get through as much as we can. A lot of these planets are very, very quick usually. We're gonna bring Rex and Garrus with us, because they are good choices. They're always good choices. So Klensal, I'm kind of surprised they didn't put a warning on this, but I could be wrong. And maybe I just didn't see it. But it's kind of a wintry planet. And I believe is one of your missions for the Uncharted world, it's the hostile takeover. This is one of the Syndicate's hideouts. But we're not going to take that on first. First, we're actually going to go about over here, because there is a mineral there. Everything else is pretty much centralized around here. And I would do the mission last. Why? Because then you have everything else taken care of, and you don't need to worry about anything crazy happening, you know? You got everything taken care of. You are like pro streaming or pro gaming or whatever you want to call it. Like, you're basically taking care of everything in one go. So you don't have to go back to these planets. Unless you can't, you know, use electronics or decryption on stuff, then you go back for that. But otherwise, you don't really have to go back for anything. And after this planet, I'm probably going to be selling before we start the next system. But yeah, apparently this planet, we could stay out here because it's not that cold. Okay, so we gotta put this for our tracker. We have a light metal. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. Alright. We're gonna look. Alright. I mean, we're gonna take the guys out and all that, but I'm looking the wrong way. But the reason we're heading this way is so we can get the, I didn't realize that the moon looked so pretty, for this planet. Sorry, sidetrack. But we're gonna be heading to, the last mineral for this map, because everything else, like I said, is pretty much shown for us. Now, we have to be really careful, like, extremely careful when we go up here. And I think I can snag this mineral without being seen. Yep. So, we're gonna do this really quick. We're gonna... And which one is this? This is the heavy metal. Let's go. We needed heavy metal. Like, it's barely a fifth of the way there. It's like 3/20ths of the way there. We haven't gotten all of them. Also, be careful when standing around these things, because you never know if you're gonna get stuck. I've done it before, and it wasn't in the OG, it was in this edition, and I had to relaunch the save. Give me a moment. I think my audio is a bit delayed. Okay, I am back now. Alright. Sorry about that. I was like, something isn't sounding right. So I'm gonna try something different to hopefully help with it. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. There we go. Lots of stuff to sell. So we're not gonna go that way just yet. We're gonna go to the debris and then go to these two things over there, because we are gonna be getting first an escape pod for where we're heading to. And I don't know if there's anything of value, but like every little bit counts, and it's free XP. Why wouldn't you want to do this for free XP? that's as level as we're gonna get. X, Y, 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 B. Sometimes if you make it into like a pattern song kind of deal, like it just makes it a lot easier. We're gonna upgrade the combat sensor to that. Since we're going against organics, it might be wise to do that. There we go. We're gonna go up. And then we're gonna go to these two areas right here before we head inside. I think this is also the planet where Rex can find his family armor. He won't really tell you about it. Unless I'm... No, I'm thinking of a different planet. At least, I think of... Okay. Okay. We're gonna try to get our way up there. Alrighty, we got up here. Oh, here's a mummified Solarian. I've gotten really good at these that I haven't had to use my system unless, you know, I just want to do it for fun. But I would recommend, like, a system where if you see something light up right away, like, you say it, so that way you press that button. Or something like that. Because I just think it's a lot easier when you're doing, like, the decryption and electronics. Oh. Sometimes moments like that will happen. I wish that would have happened on a live stream when I played this game. First time on Insanity difficulty. Now we're gonna save because there are times where, you know, plus might be too... Oh. We're gonna edit this out. Actually, I don't know why I did that. Okay. I totally did not mess up, but I also kind of forgot what I grabbed. Okay. So, you should be at this point before doing this mission. 2 medallions, 1 Solarian ID tag, 3 Asari writings, 3 Turian insignias, 2 Prothean data discs, 6 light metals, 3 heavy metals, and 6 rare earths with the gases already completed. So, we're gonna head inside. Now, we don't have to rush. We can kind of take our time. Sometimes you might find stuff out here. Sometimes you might not. That is totally fine. The reason we saved right before, is in case, you know, I had a moment where I accidentally went back to the Normandy. Totally didn't happen, but, you know, might happen for some other people if you're, like, really tired and all that. You know, you don't have to plan the perfect spot. Or, you know, if the mission is too difficult, you can always come back to it when you are a higher level. We should be good at our current level to do this, if you've been following my guide so far. Should being the very key term. Oh, jeez. The "I will destroy you" phrase is kind of getting old. Can you, like, use a different line? Like, face my adorable... Ooh. Alright.
Lost contact.
Hi.
Target in sight.
You have more health than us. There we go. Oh, that guy, I'm really good. We're flanking them.
Go, go, go! Target not acquired. Take cover!
Crime Lord defeated. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going, but that's all going to change. One down, just one more to go. So this is kind of a two-parted mission. We got a level up, but I wanted to see what we had. Alright. We're going to do 2 into that because I want to get to unlock lift. And we're going to try to get stasis and barrier taken care of along with medicine and maybe assault rifles. We're definitely going to master Unity because Unity is a very useful skill. And we're going to explore around. Now, there is no more enemies after this point. Basically, are A-okay. Okay. We're going to unlock these. Now, there is a limit of items, so that's why it's always recommended after each planet or each system even to make sure you sell stuff, because then you'll get a bunch of credits. I mean, there is a cap on credits too, but that will be kind of more later game, because early game you're going to want to buy stuff, because you won't always find better stuff. Sometimes you'll find the same stuff. Okay, we can't go down that way. Now we just have to explore the rest. So they reused a lot of maps for one. I'm not sure the reason why for it. I just know that this is kind of the same map, but they will try to change it and make it a bit different. So that way they aren't exactly the same, but it is something that has been used not just in Mass Effect 1, but in the Dragon Age series, at least with Dragon Age 1 and Dragon Age 2. A lot of maps are reused repeatedly. Okay, we're just gonna climb up here to grab you. All right, we're gonna go here. And we're gonna head back to the ship now. Now, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys the next place we're going to, because in tomorrow's episode, we're gonna be already in the area because I went in the wrong order. But it might be a good idea to do that area before this one. So, we're gonna return to the Normandy, but you should be done with Klensal now. It should be up where we're at right now. We're gonna save. And the next area we're gonna head to, because tomorrow you guys should be already set and you will be finishing the area with Farinata. But at the start of next weekend, we are going to be going to the Gemini Sigma area. And we're going to be starting, just because we're going to be starting to scan these two areas. These two areas pretty much. So we'll be doing that, and then we'll be doing 2 planets, which we will be basically covering the next system next weekend. Before we go on to another system, and that's how it's going to be kind of the rest of June and July-ish, except for later on, probably in June or July, more July-ish, we'll be doing main story stuff. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.